This is Chapter 5 in the transformation of the Ace Frehley Les Paul by the Cochise Guitars Mod Shop. In this episode, we're going to do a very necessary step. Starting right now, I'm reaming out the control cavity openings to be able to use the larger Burns pots with the DP/DT switch on it. Those little mini pots had very small holes, so I had to ream out the body. Now in this step, I'm taking the time to shield the control cavity. This is very important. And I know some people say, well, you're using humbucking pickups and, they're noiseless. So why are you shielding the Well, there's a lot of wires that are going to be running from the pickups to the control cavity, back to the three-way switch, back to the control cavity to the output jack. In addition to that, I've upgraded the controls on this particular guitar so that not only will it be able to be used in humbucking mode, but you can individually select single coil mode for each pickup. So once that happens, even though they are wrapped in metal, and that's one of the reasons why I selected the lipstick type humbucking pickup. Even though they are wrapped in metal, they will still pick up some RF interference, 60 cycle hum. It just depends on the environment that you're going to be in. And since I can't, I don't have a crystal ball to see what environment this guitar is eventually going to be used in the most, I've got to make sure it's as quiet as possible in every environment. In particular, if you want to use it in a studio. I can't tell you how many times I've recorded groups that, they have their favorite guitar, their favorite amp, and they bring that thing in the studio, and it's pretty much unusable because of the noise floor. So as you can see, if they thought they had a great sound while they were playing live, they were easily fooled by the fact that most venues are noisy. There's a crowd, there's a drummer that's playing live, cymbals are crashing everywhere, vocalists, and they really didn't hear the nuances of their own equipment. And a lot of times the guitars and the amps were very noisy and unusable. So to preclude that from happening with this particular instrument, I'm going to take the extra step to make sure not only the control cavity, but as you can see here, the cavity for the three-way toggle switch is going to go through a shielding process to make sure that we have as good of a chance as possible not to have a lot of the noise be introduced into the instrument externally. What I'm doing here is I'm taking the cover plates for the control cavity and for the three-way toggle switch cavity, and I'm shielding the back side of the plate. These plates are plastic. I guess they're a clear acrylic with a mirror finish on the back. And so what we're going to do is we're going to apply the copper tape to the entirety of these control plates. And we'll have a little overlap to where we screw them down in their particular positions. They'll adhere and make a connection to give us close as possible to what a Faraday cage would do as far as rejecting noise and rejecting outside 60 cycle hum and RF interference. So it's a little tedious to do it, but as you can see, I can do it real fast. No, I'm just kidding. I'm speeding this up. I wish I could do it this fast, but it's worth the time, trust me, to build a quality instrument. Now what I'm doing here is I'm straightening the neck with truss rod adjustment, and I'm trying to find out how flat it is. Once I have it flat, I'm going through every fret to see if there's any high frets. And if there are, as you can see with the marker, that I'm marking the frets to see which ones are going to be a little bit out of spec. And in the next episode, I'll take you through the process of leveling, polishing, and getting close to a finished product. We'll see you then.